Hey there, my name is Nick Axon, and I've decided that I'm going to be tracking my weight loss journey. Now, I've ultimately decided that I really want to start tracking this journey and lose a lot of weight and get back into really good shape is because in a couple months, I'm actually having my first child. I'm super excited about it, but I'm really tired of dealing with this dad bod before even being a dad. Now, the last several months, I've really just been focusing on setting a solid foundation and getting as strong as I possibly can. Throughout this process, I've been tracking a ton of other metrics about my health that I never have in the past, and I've been seeing great results. I have gotten immensely stronger in lots of different lifts. Except for pull-ups. I have not broken any records for pull-ups. I still suck at them, and I think they still suck. But I do them every day, just trying to get better. One of the big reasons that I want to document this journey is so that I have something to look back onto, but also so that if you or someone you know is trying to get rid of their dad bod, they have something else they can look to. And I'm going to be documenting and tracking all the wins and successes along with the struggles and failures as I go through this process. Now, last week when I started this, I weighed in at 315. As of this morning, I weighed in at 314, so I'm down about a pound. Now, even though this is going well and I'm on track, I have a very long way to go throughout this process. Now, my ultimate goal is to drop down to an even 200 pounds. And this is going to take a very long time, and I'm sure I will have my child and then still be continuing to work on this. Now, I'm ultimately not trying to get super absolutely shredded or trying to get on stage or anything like that. I'm just trying to better my health for me and my family. Now, I'm going to share with you my dietary goals and some of the other metrics that I've been tracking that goes beyond just diet and scale, but it is time for me to start my workout, and we're going to go through both of these together. You gotta just make the decision to start. So one of the big things I'm doing now that I never did in the past is how I'm going about the actual weight loss journey. As I used to be incredibly fat, and then I lost a ton of weight, and then COVID hit. I stopped working out because gyms were closed. I didn't do anything to adjust my diet due to the lack of exercise. And I didn't really even try and do that much body weight exercise in general. So I basically went from obscene 2.5, 3, 4 hour workouts 5-6 times a day to nothing. And I didn't even know I had caused so many issues with my body until after I had stopped working out and then started back up again. Because previously I'd hit many plateaus where I stopped getting stronger, I stopped losing weight, my body just stagnated for many months. And after learning a lot more and figuring out how to go about this better, I've actually already smashed every single one of those plateaus. Alright, so I've been working on eating the minimum recommended amount of protein to lose weight and build and maintain muscle, and that would be 0.7 times my body weight. Now, I currently weigh 315. So if we multiply that by 0.7, that gives me 220. There's no freaking way I'm gonna eat 220 grams of protein a day. But I also know that once I get past 150 calories, it becomes incredibly difficult for me to force feed myself more food. So instead, we're gonna go off my goal weight. So 200 pounds times 0.7 is 140. So my protein goal for every single day is to get 140 grams of protein. Now for me, that's not too incredibly difficult because I don't like a ton of variety, and I like to keep things very consistent and to figure out what works and then to just keep doing it for as long as I possibly can. So the first 2 meals I have almost every single day is a protein smoothie with some fruit, 2 cups of protein, creatine, and that gets me to about 50 grams of protein. So right there, that's about a third of my goal for the day. The next meal I have every single day is some variation of 5 eggs, tiny bit of potatoes or corn tortillas, cheese, and then a little bit of bacon or sausage, which totals about another 50 grams of protein. And at those 2 meals, that has me set at 2/3 of my goal. And then I just gotta figure out something for dinner that's gonna be about 50 grams of protein. Some of the other stuff that I've been tracking throughout this process has been my energy levels and my recovery. And the couple months that I was trying to eat way more food and get as strong as I can, recovery and energy levels were awesome all the time, constantly. This last week, now that I've shifted to eating way less food, I've had 2 days in which I was really sore or feeling really drained. It's normal and expected. I'm not surprised at all It just kind of sucks though. Additionally, one of the things that I have to make sure I'm continuing to monitor is all my old injuries. About a year and a half ago, I was doing some heavy squats, pulled a muscle in my groin, had to take like 6 months off from doing basically anything with my legs. And I've been taking time to fix that, and that hasn't been a problem. But I also know my tendencies of overdoing it and going way overboard. So I gotta make sure I keep track of the weights and the mobility and all the other boring stuff that needs to be done for that. Additionally, another big thing is my wrist. I jacked up one many years ago snowboarding, the other many years ago longboarding. It took me a long time where I even put my hands back and do push-ups, but that's pretty much fixed for the most part. As I've been getting stronger, I've noticed barbell curls in this hand position has been starting to be more painful. So I pulled back on the weight. I'm trying to find other ways to increase intensity for that while I re-strengthen my wrists. Additionally, another thing that I've been tracking is keeping track of my mood and my stress levels. In the last several months, I've been finishing up a lot of different remodel projects around the house, getting sure all that is done and taken care of. And all the really big things are done and taken care of now. But I grew up in a remodel setting. I absolutely hate it. It's incredibly stressful. But this last week, now that everything's done, my mood has gone way up and my stress levels have gone way back down. And I'm feeling a lot better overall. If you're trying to get rid of your dad bod, I hope that the information I can share with you gives you some other metrics that you can track that goes just beyond what the scale says. I've been going through this process for myself for just a couple months, and I am seeing massive strength increases, injuries are getting better. Everything I could want is improving, and I am very excited to be moving into this weight loss phase of my training. But it's ultimately not just about me, and I hope this information helps you in some way if you're trying to lose a life-changing amount of weight.